大话还没有，慢回来。
A powerful rainstorm system has swept across central China, bringing days of intense rainfall to Shaanxi, Hubei, and Hunan provinces. The relentless downpours have caused rivers and mountain streams to rise rapidly, with many waterways overflowing their banks and triggering flooding in multiple regions. From northern mountain areas to major river basins, heavy rain has overwhelmed drainage systems, flooded low-lying areas, damaged roads, and increased the risk of flash floods, landslides, and mudslide. Emergency authorities across the affected provinces have activated flood control measures as communities prepare for further rainfall. In Shaanxi Province, Shanglua City's Jiashui County has become one of the hardest-hit areas during this latest weather event. The mountainous county experienced intense rainfall on August 5th, with widespread heavy rain and locally severe downpours. The continuous rainfall quickly saturated the mountainous terrain. Streams and small rivers began rising rapidly, and several waterways overflowed their bank. Floodwaters rushed into nearby villages, roads, and farmland, leaving some communities surrounded by rising water.
我的妈呀，太吓人了啊！我亲眼看到一个车被那个石头，现在已经看不见车了。
According to rainfall monitoring data, some areas of Jiashui County recorded more than 100 millimeters of rainfall, with the highest accumulation exceeding 135 millimeters. As rivers continued swelling, local drainage systems struggled to handle the enormous volume of rainwater. Some roads became difficult to pass, transportation was disrupted, and residents in vulnerable areas faced increasing safety risks. Local authorities quickly launched emergency flood control operations. Several tourist sites and outdoor activities were suspended, transportation restrictions were introduced in some areas, and rescue teams were deployed to monitor dangerous locations. Across Jiashui County, multiple towns and villages were affected by flooding. Some houses suffered damage, roads were impacted, and residents living near rivers, mountains, and unstable slopes were moved to safer locations. Thousands of residents were evacuated and relocated to emergency shelters. Rescue workers provided drinking water, food, medical support, and daily necessities while continuing inspections of damaged areas and searching for potential hazards. Meanwhile, Hubei province's Ichang city has also been experiencing intense rainfall. Known as an important city along the Yangtze River and located near the Three Gorges Dam, Ichang has attracted significant attention as heavy rain continues to affect the region. The storm has brought repeated periods of strong rainfall, causing water levels in rivers, streams, and reservoirs to rise. In some mountainous areas around Ichang, small rivers and mountain channels overflowed after receiving large amounts of rainwater, sending floodwater into nearby low-lying areas.
往这边流，最早是这边的水往这边流，现在街上也有大水，这边的水。
哎呀！ Okay.
The overflowing waterways created dangerous conditions, with some roads affected by accumulated water and some communities facing temporary flooding risk. Residents were advised to avoid riversides, mountain roads, and areas prone to geological hazards. Local emergency departments increased patrols and inspections of rivers, reservoirs, bridges, and flood-prone areas. Rescue teams remained prepared to respond to sudden flooding, while authorities continued monitoring rainfall intensity and river conditions. However, officials emphasized that local heavy rainfall and flooding conditions are different from the overall operation of the Three Gorges Reservoir. Authorities continue to monitor water levels, upstream rainfall, and river conditions to ensure flood control measures remain effective. At the same time, neighboring Hunan province is also facing growing risks from the same weather system. Heavy rainfall has affected parts of western and northern Hunan, particularly mountainous areas where terrain conditions make flooding and landslides more likely. In many rural areas, continuous rainfall has caused rivers, streams, and mountain channels to swell. Some waterways have overflowed, causing localized flooding around villages, farmland, and road. The combination of heavy rainfall, rising river levels, and already saturated soil has increased the danger of flash floods and landslide. Mountain roads are especially vulnerable, as sudden slope failures can block transportation routes and isolate communities. Areas including western Hunan's mountainous regions have strengthened disaster prevention measures.
Very fan 潮流
Authorities have increased inspections of reservoirs, rivers, mountain slopes, and hidden geological hazard points. Residents have been warned to remain alert, especially those living near rivers, steep hillsides, and low-lying areas. People have been advised to avoid unnecessary travel during periods of intense rainfall and to follow emergency warnings. Emergency teams across the 3 provinces remain on high alert and strengthening flood defenses.